Very good morning to you, Eben.
General anxiety disorder, Chriselda. That's very interesting. Isn't that something that the whole of South Africa suffers from?
Well, Eben, in my questions to some of the clinical psychologists that we've spoken to, they say it certainly is a common condition. And if you look at it in South Africa's context, South Africans are very stressed. So certainly, there's a lot that we have to deal with in terms of work, in terms of our private lives. So certainly something that is common in South Africa. In particular, these clinical psychologists are saying South Africa is a very stressed nation. So, that's what they're saying. Oscar Pistorius is suffering from at this stage. You would know that that has been the diagnosis of the psychiatrist, Dr. Voster, who said that Oscar Pistorius' condition continued to escalate from when he was a child, when he lost his legs, and that further exacerbated when he lost his mother and had an estranged relationship with his father, to the point to where we are at this stage, Eben.
No, this morning, Chriselda, just about 20 minutes' time, I think Judge Masipa will come out and rule on this evaluation that needs to take place. What is your expectation? An adjournment straight after? How do you think it will proceed this morning?
Well, even experts are really terming today as one of the most important days in this trial, where we'll really get to see which direction we're going to take in the Oscar Pistorius murder trial, in the sense that when Judge Thokozile Masipa gives that decision on whether Oscar Pistorius will have to be referred to a mental institution for 30 days, it will indicate or give us a much clearer idea of what Oscar Pistorius' state of mind is. Now, this all started, as I said earlier, with the testimony of the psychiatrist, and basically the state is saying that in order for this case to proceed and for us to reach a finality in a proper manner, we would need to determine very crucially Oscar Pistorius' state of mind. And the state claims that the only way that is going to be done is if Oscar Pistorius is evaluated. And also the state questioning the timing of the testimony given by the psychiatrist, saying that perhaps is it damage control after Oscar Pistorius gave such a poor showing on the stand, to now insinuate that Oscar Pistorius, as a result of this condition, acted differently on that morning to any normal person when he shot and killed Reeva Steenkamp. But we saw yesterday as well the defense really saying that it's not necessary for Oscar Pistorius to be admitted to a psychiatric facility to undergo these psychometric tests, saying that that has never been their case, that Oscar Pistorius is unfit to stand trial, and that some of the issues that the state brought to the table relating to other instances where accused persons have previously been referred to psychiatric facilities, that has absolutely nothing to do with Oscar Pistorius' case, in that Oscar Pistorius' case is quite different. So really what we're expecting that decision this morning to do is to really give a direction on whether this case will be adjourned again for the next 30 days, or whether we will proceed as expected previously, that the case was supposed to come to an end this week.
And quickly, Chriselda, you got about 45 seconds to tell us about yesterday. The consensus is that Germinal really took Merryl Voster apart, isn't it?
Well, that is the sense, and basically saying that he asked Merryl Voster, why would she then draw to the conclusion of somebody who has an anxiety disorder if Oscar Pistorius, as we now know, for example, slept with the balcony door open in his home? If somebody has such a severe condition, such as anxiety disorder, Oscar Pistorius then, if he has such a fear of crime, as we've heard in the testimony of Dr. Merryl Voster, why would Oscar Pistorius sleep with the balcony door open? One of the other pertinent issues is that Oscar Pistorius' window downstairs had been broken for some time, and we heard that Oscar Pistorius didn't bother to fix it, and also left a ladder lingering around on the outside of his, just on the outside of his home. So taking into light all those issues and many others, of course, if somebody has an anxiety disorder, the first thing you'd want to do before you go to bed is make sure that your door is locked. You would not leave a ladder lingering around outside for somebody to gain access to your home, and if there's a broken window, you certainly want to repair it if you're so fearful of crime in South Africa. Those are just some of the issues that that Gerrie now really put to Merryl Voster yesterday, saying if she draws to those conclusions, is she able to explain then why all these steps were not taken by Oscar Pistorius? So certainly torn apart with all that year's experience that we've seen Merryl Voster has.
Thank you very much, Chriselda. I think the entire country is looking forward to this ruling this morning. Thank you for that update. Chriselda Lewis, as always, doing the business outside the North Gauteng High Court. Just to